All right, so we're looking at the microscopic anatomy of the liver. So we know that the liver is a large organ on the right side of the body, right under your rib cage. It's got a right lobe, a left lobe, a caudate lobe, and its function basically is several things, right? So it makes stuff, it makes plasma proteins, clotting factors, it makes bile, it makes cholesterol, it stores stuff like iron, glycogen, fat-soluble vitamins. It functions in metabolism, so it converts glucose to glycogen, glycogen to glucose. It converts carbs to lipids. Helps maintain normal blood glucose levels. It detoxes. So it detoxes like alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. Makes stuff water soluble. It has a lot of functions. So this thing right here is called a liver lobule. This whole thing. And the liver lobule is this little pentagon shaped structure here. And, it looks like that. And then there's one there, and they're connected together, okay, to make the liver there. And the liver lobule has several things. So it's got 6 points to it, and on the 6 points are little collections of vessels that you see. So these are called the triads, portal triads. And the portal triad is made up, it's triad, so it's 3. So it's made up of 3 things. So a bile duct, a venule, so a portal venule, and a portal arteriole. All right, and each of these, where the triads are, is where it's kind of, let me use a better color here, maybe a black. Where's my, okay. So here, 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 and here. So it's divided up into these 6 areas. And in there are, like, from the venule, you can see these little, what looks like maybe vessels. All right. Well, they're not really vessels. These things are what we call sinusoids. So these little blue things here are called sinusoids. And within the sinusoids are things like macrophages, something called, which I think is right here, but that's a stellate macrophage. And that's for detoxing, right? And then on either side of these sinusoids are cells. And these cells are called hepatocytes. And they're oriented in these little plates. So there. So you can see them, they're kind of lined up, and then they sort of make little walls, but they call them plates of hepatocytes. And this is where, plasma proteins are made, and metabolism things are going on, and iron is located, and bile's not made from there. It's in the caniculae, which is right here. So that's bile caniculi. And this sends bile into the little bile ducts there. All right, so each of these lobules has a big central vein in the middle of it. So that's the central vein. And those are connected to the interlobule veins. So these are and then those go into the hepatic vein. All right, so that's basically the parts of the lobule, and there are lots of those within the liver. Again, we've got the sinusoids, and remember, sinusoids are a type of capillary that is very leaky. Okay, so a lot of stuff can get in and out, and that's how it manages the detoxing and all of that of your stuff, your foods. Let's see. All right, so that is about it with the liver, and the next we'll talk about the gallbladder.